everybody for making my birthday yesterday the best ever. People came up to me and had wished me happy birthday, and they're like, oh, and I didn't give you a proper hug, and so they did it twice. And everybody was just so lovely and just definitely the best. So thank you. I want to start by just acknowledging some amazing people that we have in camp. Our one bona fide celebrity is Trufal Panja. He was here, but if you get a chance, go to his website, you guys. Trufal is Trupal, like True Pal. Panja is like a panda bear with a Y. And he's been on CNN, he's been on National Geographic. He photographs disappearing indigenous cultures around the world, and they're gorgeous. He does them as studio portraiture as well as just in their own environment. It's amazing. And there's going to be an installation on Playa for him. And I also want to acknowledge Eric, our electrical guy, who could have died when they were rushing around getting our electricity together. I heard there was this huge arc that could have killed him. Okay, and then Romeo also got shocked twice, and he also tore his knee because he slipped in the mud as he was racing around trying to help us, so he may have had knee surgery. Rachel,
I hope not.
Thank you for your service. Rachel and Lana were.
I got a knife and some whiskey. We got you, bud.
Let's do it.
We were the trenchers over here. They were keeping their beloved father warm and dry. Kate was around scraping people's boots off for them in the morning. This morning she's like up at dawn, like moving freaking furniture and like never stopping. My phone keeps switching back to another spot. Gambino, who sought me out, he saw that I was sad, and he came up to me because my friends had gone off without me, and he just really helped me acknowledge, and it helped me acknowledge, this is my creation, so they didn't do anything to me. So I did it. Cool. Then I was fine. And then I ran into my friend on the playa. Anyway, so who knew? Sparky, very handsome, brilliant, who does all of the Sparky notes. That's amazing. And then I have to share, I was out at, I went out on the playa last night, and I met a fellow from Napa, and he knew our camp, and he saw me out there, and he goes, "You mean they let you out?" Which I thought was so funny. But also just the years of planning that it took our leads, like they've been planning for this situation forever. They've been setting it all up,
Is his name Marlo?
Yeah.
From Napa?
Yeah. Yeah. He said he knew you. He's your friend. Yeah.
Seal it up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then,
Gosh.
just the extra food that people brought. And then I have to say the best line, Burning Man line I've heard, I don't see Allison here, but she was dancing, and her line was, "I think it's me that smells," which I love. So we have that. We did have another show for you, but it's not going to happen. We were going to have Doge dance the Macarena for us. But in his title was Dusty Doge, the Dancing Demon of Love. I just feel like I love what I've gotten to do out here, like especially with my moon pie boots, walking on the foam. It's such an adventure. It's like summer camp. And I've never been to Mars. I feel like I'm at Mars. And the slime just like sucking your feet and kissing it and when will you ever get to do that? Ever. And and that's why I think that we created this weather, because we wanted to show how well we could flow together in a quote national disaster. And I mean, if it's the worst it gets is that we're warm and dry and have food and we have each other. You know, that's pretty sweet. And you know, we didn't need any governmental assistance for that. And last night, yeah, we got some drizzle happening, but like Gambino's saying, let's picture the blue skies and know that we're one with them. I can see over there on the horizon, there's a very thin cloud layer, so that's probably coming our way soon. And last night, it was an 80% chance of rain that went down to a few spits of drizzle, you know, so that was good work on that one. Yeah. And also, you know, just Mother Playa, who's been just drinking and soaking up this water like a sponge while the Father Son is, you know, lifting it up into the air. And so then I wanted to tell you guys a little of my story of how I got here this year. My first year of burning, you probably have all heard this. First year was 2000. It was a disaster. The portalets were never, to my knowledge, ever serviced. They were like stacked up and flowing, and it was like an hour and a half wait to get to even that. There weren't camps yet. There was just playa art. And there were a few places where like served drinks, which I interpreted as like, oh, let's get blotto, you know, kind of thing. And the people that I thought I would be camping with, I was in the Mystic Family Circus with these guys, and they wanted nothing to do with me. And so I'm just like, ah! And my little bike, and there were 4 rainstorms. The
What
one
year?
we had, 2000. And 2 all-day windstorms from like Wednesday to Sunday. And yeah, so anyway, it was a different experience. You know, the Canadian bacon pussy eating contest was kind of a fiasco. This guy, you know, all these people are around, and this British guy is like, he's poking me with an eraser, you know, and I'm like trying to like get into it, but it just was not possible. Let me see, what else? Yeah, that year anyway. So I swore never to come back, and then this year my beloved dead called me. I had 7 that had passed, and just Friday morning I'm like walking through the hospital to get a prescription for PT for my shoulder, and they're like, you know, you got the money, you got the time this year. This is when you want to honor these people. And so 2 of them had passed from carbon monoxide, which the snow got really deep on the roof and blocked their ventilation vents at their palace. And so I was like, you know what? I've been saying I'm going to do this. I'm going to go get a carbon monoxide detector right now. Which don't ever get them combined with a smoke detector, because the smoke needs to be on the ceiling, carbon monoxide on the floor, because that's where those go. Anyway, I walk in, there's these burners in the hardware store. I'm like, oh, it's so nice when the people are coming through, and they're like, well, we actually live here, but we are on our way, and would you like a ticket? So this is like 10 minutes after I had the thought. Then I got the last spot from Sam, bless her soul, here at Horizon. You know, still have to find my way back. You know, we'll see how that all goes. But so yeah, so I'm here. I'm so happy to be with you. Thank you. My Michigan life was gifted to me at the lowest point in my life when I lost my son. He's alive, but he was stolen, kidnapped by the preacher boy I had married, and I was by then a stripper. And so that was in February of 1982, and it's been with me since then, which is what we call sexual energy is not just for in bed. It's our life force that's available all the time, and it can strike and run through you. And men need to know that there's a huge gap difference between ejaculation and orgasm. So Sean Connery came through. If you go and look on my YouTube or something, but he did the whole. He's like, if you want to do something, I'll read just do it very seriously. I mean, yeah, I'll read. That's what he said. Anyway, the whole channel is him talking, and so that's what I do. I put out like little videos if you want to make sure I have your contact. And I want to gift you a little reading from all our higher selves. So let's hope it's brief. This is something very normal. It's just a part of ourselves that's at a vibration we can't detect with our senses, which our senses are here. Senses and logical mind are the only ones that don't know that everything is made out of love. So the more you can ignore those and go into the other stuff, then you will be totally knowing how safe you are and happy. So here we go. Beloved guests of the universe. Here we are. We led you, we protected you, we guided you, we brought you to come and play your little butts off, and we are so thrilled. You have done so much better than we ever thought you would with this situation. Gwendolyn was running around thinking she needed to give you a message, but she didn't. You were already fine with everything. Everything, all of it. You are creating, you are enjoying, you are playing. This is your time. You've come together to love each other, and here you are doing it, dear ones. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop this love. This is the momentum that is bringing in the coming golden age. This is the energy that it is expressing when you can all trust every human on earth. We can all love every human and relax and know that you all have everything you need if you just allow and stop figuring out. So we will be brief. We know you have many things to take care of. Good job with the weather so far. We love you. If you knew how much we would flick our metaphysical tongue at you, you would be so thrilled. And we hope that you all stay in love and stay bonded together. And then, so that's it. And now we're going to have a little sing-along. Woo! Can we have the sing-along now?
I got my vocal samples that, what's that?
The mountain and ocean song?
Oh, that's on your phone?
Yeah. Or did you put it on my phone? On the mountain, I want to swim with you in the sea. You got both. I want to stand by you.